Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Through the Lens. We're the Unholy Trinity. I'm Sun Dude. On my right, that's Patronus Gold.
Yeah,
On my
that's
far right, that's Zephyros.
Yes, I'm Zephyros.
And today we will be pondering the question. Can I fuck your mum? What if?
wow.
We're doing episode 4 of What If. This episode is called What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart instead of his hands? Now we all know the penis is stored in the heart. So this is very unfortunate.
See, now this time he can continue
My
masturbating
penis goes
without.
doki doki for you,
know.
dear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the original he
A
could not
grief-stricken
masturbate.
Doctor Strange. Yes.
Yeah.
A grief-stricken Doctor Strange uses the Eye of Agamotto in a desperate effort to change the past. Starring the same people as usual, and I won't go into voice acting, I think, because there's might be stuff that might be given away.
It does.
In any case,
Cumberbatch though.
yes. I wonder why.
Yeah.
In any case, let's talk about it. First impressions.
Can they
It
say
was
the
a
line?
solid episode. Maybe save that for like spoilers. That could be the
Okay.
first thing you say in spoilers.
Yeah.
First impressions. I reckon this was about as good as last week's episode. It was a pretty engaging narrative. I just feel like they could have done a bit more, and it's mostly spoiler stuff I want to talk about, to really make me feel the impact, because they wanted a really big impact out of this episode, and I felt like they kind of just did it without actually having the big build-up stuff. I'll talk about it more in spoilers. Other than that, my only other complaint is I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch was very good in the episode, to be honest. He kind of sounded not that good, which was surprising, because like that man can voice act. If any of you guys have seen The Hobbit, well, I mean, he's doing CG motion capture for that, but yeah. So I thought that was
He's
a
a
bit
method
strange.
actor.
I see
Other
what you
than
did
that,
there.
I really dug the story and like the tone of the story, and I think it's probably the most interesting out of the bunch so far. Yeah.
Good
All
stuff.
right. Well, we already touched on acting a little bit with Benedict Cumberbatch. We'll start with the acting in any case.
Are you touching Benedict Cumberbatch, sir?
Yes,
Touching
sir.
the Cumberbatch.
Salty.
Hey, no one said anything about tasting.
I taste with my fingers.
Okay.
Well, speaking of
taste
taste,
receptors.
yeah, the voice acting was fine. I guess maybe it wasn't my taste, but
Taste.
yeah, it was
He
fine.
prefers the sweet.
Yeah, like you.
Yes, I like sweet things.
Yeah, that definitely what I meant. Yeah. So that's Dio said, "You're sweet."
Sweet like butter.
No,
Is
Butter's
butter
not
sweet?
it's smooth. It's smooth like butter.
It's sweet. I mean, sugared butter is sweet. By the fact
You're
that
a
it's
sugar. You're my sugar butter
Sugar
baby.
Sweet, like 3-month-old milk.
Yo, that's
Delicious.
just pretty sweet. Not bad at all.
Sweet as. Any other acting things we want to touch on? Or I'm good to move on.
It's pretty good.
Because it was just a kind of a one-man show for the most part.
Yeah, it was.
All right then. How's the writing?
I reckon it's pretty solid to some extent. I feel like it's going to be hard for me to talk about this one without spoilers. Maybe we should have made it a spoiler episode. I think from next week we might have to start doing full spoilers.
All right.
All
Well, I guess from my impressions, I'll just say this is a interesting storyline we have here, where we explore, I guess, a scenario where Doctor Strange is put at his worst, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's a good statement. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. guess we shall move on now. Talk about cinematography.
It's fine.
It's
Nothing
quite nice.
of mood.
Yep. All right. The editing and visuals, I think, were a pretty big part of this because Doctor Strange and all that. You gotta
I
have the
do have one
visual
complaint
effects.
though, about with the visuals, and it's in terms of their character design. There's one character in the film that is meant to be a character from a previous Marvel, and this character looks just like looks so generic that I couldn't tell who they were until they said their name. Like they don't look anything like the actor they were trying to portray. Um, I'm talking spoilers, what I mean, but I thought it was kind of weird. To, I don't know,
It
and they
was
were meant to have
Doctor
like a huge impact
Strange.
on the story, and I couldn't really connect that much because I was like, they just kind of look like any person. But I'll tell
Or
you
are you
about.
just a racist? That's the real
I
question
hope
here.
not. I
With
don't know.
that,
It depends what race the character I'm talking about is. Maybe I'm that race of the character, and I'm not being racist, therefore, or maybe not.
well,
Spoiler
stick
zone. We'll
around to
see.
find out, ladies and gents.
Worst
In
Jack race.
in the next
around.
episode of Dragon Ball Z.
For now, audio and music. How was it?
Oh, I
That's
meant to
pretty
say
cool.
with the visual itself was still good. I forgot to that was
Ah,
a
yeah.
segue.
Good
Say
vision.
like the visual is still good.
Yeah. All right, then. Audio music. I think it's pretty good job as usual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty decent.
they had
Yeah.
some pretty somber stuff in here, from what I remember. Right?
Yeah.
Pretty somber, too, like dark,
All
and I
right.
thought that was nice.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All right. Spoiler zone.
spoiler zone. Somber
Spooler zone.
zone.
Spoiler zone.
Time
All right. All right.
stamp.
Timestamp.
Now,
Yeah.
did we want to do your bits
What
first,
if?
relating to the other
Yeah.
stuff,
Wanted
or
to say something first.
yes?
What if Doctor Strange was simping?
Yeah,
Dude.
Oh
and
my
that's kind
god.
of what the story is about. If by when they say, "What if he lost his heart?" they are referring to Christine.
His cock.
He
Because
lost
the
his
cock
cock.
is in the
Big
heart.
sad.
Is the penis, yeah. Um,
And pee is stored in the balls.
Yeah.
what's the heart equivalent of that?
Uh, the blood is stored in the testicle.
All right, let's not even go there.
No.
Anyway, I want to address Christine. She was the character I was talking about. How I don't think they did a great job at capturing her visually.
Or
She
are you
just kind of
just
looked like
sexist?
just a random lady. And I'm not being sexist. Actually, now that you can spit it that well, I'm not being racist. You can confirm that. Maybe I'm being sexist.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could tell the ancient was the ancient one because it's very distinct
Because she's
look
bald.
to her. But I don't. I just felt like they didn't really do a great job with Christine, and it was kind of
Hee.
like, yeah, a little bit,
Well, I mean, she's just
little bit.
lady doctors.
Yeah.
I mean, what they gotta do?
Well, I mean, you can make the characters look more like
Like the actor
the
counterpart.
actors.
But like in the
Yeah.
comics, they look different.
Well, it's not meant to be the comics. It's the MCU.
Yeah. But it's also based on the
They're basing all the
comics, yeah.
characters. They're not. It's not based on the comics. It's based on the
But the
MCU.
story, man.
The story is still based on the Doctor Strange movie.
All
The
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit. Yeah. Now I've lost. All right,
That's
moving
what you get
on.
for arguing
Moving
with
on.
me.
yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Wait. Who were at the first point?
Not me.
Was that you?
Yes, me. Yes.
Yeah. Absolute points. They kind of just introduce a bunch of new, I guess, time travel rules in the MCU in this one,
Hmm.
and it doesn't make sense.
You know what's an
When
absolute
you write
point?
something purely for the story.
My cock.
Yeah, but then like it loses some of its impact because it doesn't make sense. Because there's no way that Christine would be an absolute point because there are an infinite amount of universes Like the whole concept of absolute point just doesn't make sense in general because of the way the multiverse works.
Apparently, it's the
You know,
absolute
not
point in
reality.
that particular
And we literally know
universe.
in the MCU, in like our version of the MCU, Christine doesn't die like that. So like,
The
you know what I
feeling
mean?
when the Watcher
It's not.
just be like, got him, and yeah, no simping allowed. So I'm gonna
Oh,
make
but
this
in
an
our
absolute
version of
point.
the MCU, they would have needed to have broken up before that. Then
Ah, could say that.
But we don't know.
Mm.
Is it an absolute point?
Hmm. I don't
And it's
know.
kind of unclear whether with this time travel it works like normal MCU and you get like a bunch of reality. I don't really know what they were like.
But they also created two
Uh,
Doctor Stranges from
In
different
the same
outcomes.
universe. Yeah. Because apparently you can do that now. I guess that's
Mm.
something to do with the powers of the dark dimension. Let's just say it's that. And
It's the Satan dimension.
and shit, when does it go? Yeah. So I guess some of the logic in the episode wasn't that great. But like the whole I felt like it was pretty emotionally investing in the Doctor Strange arc there. And I felt like I like the darker story tone it takes. But my biggest problem with the episode is the episode ends with like I guess a big universe ending event, right? Doctor Strange destroys the whole universe.
Mm.
I normally wouldn't clamor for this because it sounds like fan service, but I'd say if they had more MCU characters, locations, or something in the episode, I would have felt that more universe impact. But it was
Yeah.
just Doctor Strange, so I kind of didn't really feel it at all.
Well, I mean,
Mm.
the world collapsed on him, bros. Isn't that universal?
Yeah, but I didn't like. It was literally his world. It was just like his little area that he. I didn't get to see beyond that. It didn't feel like
Yes.
it's not like
So
Infinity
you
War
want
where
them
like
to be like,
you
oh,
could
here's
tell
a
that
shot of New
affected every.
York. Here's a shot of LA. Here's a shot of
Yeah, they could have
Wakanda.
done they could have Star Wars the Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi it, and showed like
Uh,
how they did the re-edit of Return of the Jedi and shows all the different places cheering and stuff.
oh yeah.
They could have done something similar.
But they're cheering for the apocalypse. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of just felt like a little bit of an insignificant apocalypse, and like the Witcher not the Witcher, the Watcher kind of added to that by well, your universe is just like one universe. Doesn't matter. Fuck that. So it's kind of like, I mean, I guess if that's what they're going for, like, I don't really care that much. So, sure, and if that's what we're meant to think,
That's what he
but
gets for
like,
simping.
Yo, The Witcher's
if we could
owned by Disney
see
now.
the yeah, the moral aspects of the Witcher's actions, the
Did you say
Watcher's
Witcher again?
yes, I did the Watcher's actions when he turns away and stuff. I felt like that would have been more impactful if you saw the actual chaos, of the universe ending and stuff. So it like just didn't have that impact. What are you doing? Are you tossing a coin to your Witcher?
No, I'm just trying to see if I can see the coin. I can. This is a 1 Thailandese baht coin.
It's pretty epic, my guy.
Yo.
It is epic. It's worth nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You want to talk about anything else?
Nah. I feel like I should have said ultimately I did really enjoy it. I think it's still the best episode to come out. It's just that ending, like same as the last episode. It's like the ending that kind of stopped the goodness of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the ending was mad because Mr. Watcher was talking and he was like, "Get wrecked, simp."
Yeah, he was talking, but there was no substance to what he was saying. Is the problem with that. I
He
didn't
was
feel
saying,
anything.
"Get wrecked, simp."
Kind of, yeah. And I hope next episode I can proudly just open up this episode by saying this is the episode because I was close. Remember we were watching this episode and I was like, okay, this is the episode, and he didn't do anything. So I was like, yeah, but he will.
Mm-hmm.
He will.
Mm.
He will not add a new universe from his head.
Yo.
Yeah, he'll just suss it out.
Suss it out,
Nut it
boys.
out.
Suss it out.
You see that?
All right. In any
That
case,
good?
that is the end of Spoiler Zone.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's get to the final verdict, boys. Take it away, dear.
Alright, alright. Let's start with my verdicts here. This episode was overall quite enjoyable. I like the premise. I like the darker storyline, and I like the performances given here. Uh, Visuals and audio were pretty good so far, and I guess story-wise, there are some, I guess, weird plot rule devices that are just introduced in this particular episode. That may not make too much sense, but other than that, I think this one's a solid, given 8 out of 10.
All right.
If I remember correctly, is that what we did last episode as well? Did we go for an 8 out of 10?
I think.
Let me just quickly do a double check. Sunny is a ghost at the end of Yeah, so hello, I am back. Editor, you can just cut that little thinking part.
He's sinking.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Editor. Anyway, so I'm thinking this one's about the same level as the last episode. Make some improvements, whereas some stuff is slightly weaker, especially just like the execution of the really cool premise. So I'm also feeling an 8 out of 10 for this one.
Who am I to object? 8 out of 10 from me. For a combined average by the Unholy Trinity of an 8 out of 10. For your
Let's
episode
go.
4, What If? Nice, nice. Now, final segment of our special What If episodes. What
Ooh.
if the Unholy Trinity lost our penises?
Oh my god.
Nothing, it wouldn't affect Dio. Dio's just fine. That
What do you
doesn't change
mean?
anything for Dio.
What do you mean, man?
No, I'm
That
playing.
changes my whole life.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Penis. I mean, Dio. I mean, Zephyros.
Who you calling Mr. Penis?
I did not. I did not
D
have
to
things
the
on the
E
brain.
to the F to the R to the O to the ass. Penis.
Ah.
This is the highbrow movie commentary you guys come for.
Ah, yes. You guys just love watching us for the penis.
That's right.
Well, that case would all become eunuchs, right?
What the hell's
That's
that?
a man
Sorry?
without a penis would become eunuchs.
Ah, I've never heard that word before.
Actually, because I have a
Isn't
eunuch
that a
right
Linux
here.
subsystem?
This man from Game of Thrones does not have a penis because I got
Did he
cut off
get,
by some like sorcerers or something.
Extra circumcised?
Kind of, if you think about it. But now he kind of just like does spy shit. So I guess theoretically, if I was to become a eunuch, at least me,
Then how
I
do
would
you
do spy
piss?
shit. I don't know, but the man does it
from
somehow.
his mouth.
Better than your shit talking dog. That's right. I'm calling you out,
Yeah,
bitch.
Go piss talk yourself, man.
Oh shit.
Well, I think the moral of the story here is that without our penises, the Unholy Trinity can still make banging content for all of y'all. So be thankful for our penises.
You're welcome.
Penis gang.
Penis gang. Saying penis gang is like some sort of weird male supremacy chant.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Penis gang. Penis gang.
Sundu the real sexist question mark? Find out next
God.
time.
I respect all people except for the dickheads.
That's discrimination against penises.
Equal.
Right?
Yeah, nah, fuck the
Literal
patriarchy. Actually, though, fuck the patriarchy. You let them be like such dickheads,
Yeah, fuck
you
the
know?
patriarchy, man. We only here to rep the penis gang. None of that patriarchy shit.
Penis gang. Overthrow the patriarchy, replace with the penis gang. Is that better or worse?
Hell yeah. Arguably,
Either way.
better in worse ways.
maybe.
Hell yeah.
All right, I think we're done here. Let's end the episode now. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Subscribe, give us a like, check it out next week and shit, the usual. Well,
Yes, sir.
bye.
Bye bye.